suppose talk through to power don off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call am hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun Diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀.
Good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you from wherever you are joining me from. This is Maiyegun live.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í kó níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one.
Share the broadcast. Tag those you should tag on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on YouTube. Share the broadcast. And like they say, anyone whenever now person whenever fuck up. Now you know now your hands go dead down. No, yeah, if you never fuck up, put your hands down. But if you know say you don't fuck up, raise your hands.
Ani Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làwa mọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Tell them.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Presido bá rú sí o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà gbówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá ayé ẹ̀sùn lájú aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Have you shared the broadcast? Great. Have you dropped your own offering? Have you liked the video after sharing? That is also very crucial as you join us. Carry your cross, carry your coffee, carry your whiskey. It's going to be an interesting night. I am in the spirit of it. And trust me, I will make it worth it for your time. Now share the broadcast if you haven't. Drop your offering if you haven't. And tell others. What? That way, Maiyegun today.
And yes, we like Baba and yes, we like Lijo Ibadi, and yes, we like Presido Barufio, and yes, we like.
Thank you. Thank you very much, every one of us who has joined and those who are going to join, including those who are going to watch later. Read the caption of the broadcast. Sit back, relax. Let the GO of the Temple of Truth deliver the message from the land of the truth. As we do it, the caption right now says, Tinubu hands up. Take a bow as the game take its turn. Hands up. Ibitoba jasiba ilude jasi. But whatever that means, I'll tell you tonight. Fake Pastor Ruga is no longer joking about this, obviously. And this reality is currently living with the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the humbled slaves, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons. Oh. They were living in denial. Now the reality of setting, they said, you don't get money, you don't get anything to challenge Tinubu where you want to see him. And so Pastor Ruga called a short meeting of the would-be delegates. If you come Abuja 250K day grand, just to come and hear Oshibajo say one be president, so it is now a money matter. Anyway, the same pattern is playing out in PDP. Do you know that? Let me say this before I even get fully into the program. Do you all know that those who still believe that the problem of Nigeria, election could probably solve it? And according to them, PDP is your alternative. Don't deny you, because some of you are already saying it. Shiwere cannot win election. Of course, this one cannot win. It can only be that person or that person. Some of you will even ask some already known answer questions. If it is not Tinubu, who else? If it is not Peter Obi, who else? If it is not Atiku, who else? Una they recycle your thieves as you prefer them all. But for me, now just to put the point before you, possibly help you unlock the puzzle of why many said election is a waste of time, and the reasonable ones right there, out there, they are even calling for the suspension of this current bogus fake constitution, call for a referendum of the writing of another one, and let the Nigerians decide if they still want to be together or not, under what condition, before an election is conducted. But the Umu, as my Biafran brothers always like to use the word but the Umu won Nigeria. But the Umu election, the Undi, no, Umu. Undi election. Undi won Nigeria. Undi get your PVC. They are already telling you directly or indirectly what your options will be, including Pastor Ruga, that is part of the current abomination called APC. So when they tell you, go and get your PVC, go and do this, PDP is your alternative. Guess what? You can tell the rogues, the gang, and the den of rogues, terrorists who are also going to congregate there, take the advantage of your vulnerability, confusion, the war brought upon Nigeria by APC, Egbekegbe, and their friends. So they are making themselves your alternatives. Fine. But you know what? The condition is this. If all of you no vote us, if you think say you stubborn, anybody where we give you or the process, anything where the whole thing come with, now PDP be your option, no. So no, you don't deceive yourselves. So since PDP is your option, if you no vote them, you go do another 4 years APC. Oh, yeah, choose. They give you poison. Maybe say both go kill you. One go kill you slowly. One go kill you sharply. Last, now the same breakfast. Now they are going to make that happen. Psychologically, they are already doing that. However, people like us just don't want to be swayed, deceived, manipulated again with another expectant hope, which is actually a faultless or like non-existing hope. Let's see. Some are very confident. I met people in London when I went to London for 2 days. Some of them encountered me and they wanted to defend Nigeria. I said, listen, let's have a conversation. If you think the call for the change of the fraudulent constitution, which will open doors for the indigenous people in Nigeria to express their disgust of this current system that has brought nothing but acrimony, division, poverty, corruption, and now death via terrorism, which is a big industry in Nigeria in the last 7 years. So asking them to write a new constitution is going to make people say, yeah. Oh, right. Let us put it there. Referendum for people who want to leave should leave. The type of system that they will agree to. You see, it is a big window to have well, meanwhile, there is another part. Meanwhile, there is actually another part. They said, if you fail to follow them, you have to go with APC, Egbekegbe. Writing a new constitution. Some believe, some said, let's take a revolutionary route. Whatever it is, it has now come to the point whereby you are beginning to actually make your choice based on the information available to you. So these days, giving you false hope or false expectation on nothing substantial, nothing to hold on to, is enough a red flag never to what's that they use that word? There's a word for it. Never to expend your energy, your time, your resources in hoping that what you needed is a leader. So the story I was telling you about the people I met in London, they were telling me what Nigeria needed is just a leader, a good leader, a visionary leader, a focused leader. Now when you want to deceive yourselves, to give yourselves false hope, you will say what you need is a leader. I was talking about structure. This guy was talking about a leader. Then I narrowed it down. I said, so who do you think will now be your leader? I said, I don't care where they come from, but look at Tinubu. Tinubu has what it takes. I said, I know your type. It is from the pointless, baseless grammar, fire and all of those, that they make all those empty hopes and they breathe life into those empty promises, lack of substance promises. You see, when they were talking about restructuring, I said, if they agree to restructuring of Nigeria, some of you may not know this, but the Fulani elite, the northern elite, the oligarch from the north, they understand what restructuring means. Restructuring means is a partial breakup of Nigeria. If you don't know, that's the reason why it will never happen in Nigeria. Now, you will never see anybody, any of them, that will say, my own agenda for 2023 is to rally Nigerians to pull for a referendum starting with a new constitution and make it his own. Because if you say that, it simply means it is the beginning of an end. None is ready to do that. They are promising you what? Jobs have made people and the rest. So PDP that they are making your alternative is actually going to be threatening you. So last, the PVC that you are carrying about, you either use it for PDP or use it for APC or you don't use it at all. Last, now the same result you will get. That is why I'm not interested, though I'm going to have some people with me on MaiyegunsDiary political segment, this part 2 of this conversation tonight, right? And they want to talk to us about a conversation around using political revolution, this and that, to shake and this, and in truth, no, there's something. It's called disrupts. To disrupt the plan of the oligarchs, as they say. So they're going to talk to me this evening at some point, and I'm going to open the line at some point too. So let's start from here. Like I said, the last 72 hours, 3 days that I've been away, a lot happened. Okay? So I'll start with PDP, people destroying people, Papa deceiving Peking. People deceiving people, and on whatever you can make of them, because by their characters you shall know them. Now only you will allow them to pull wool over your eyes. Now only you they catch feelings for them. People like us no get emotion for them. Because of that, since we no get emotion for them, we no get respect for them. And this is why nothing can be called black or white, or somebody calling a black a white, or calling a white a black, when you are not blind. My brothers and sisters, let's look at the characters who want to rescue you from APC, Egbekegbe, and what they have done, especially in the last 3 days, so that you can begin to understand why people like us don't really believe in all of this. The system is choked, is rigged. The umpire that conducts election, registered voters, allocate votes, and the rest of them, they have been compromised. You can tell yourself lies for a million times, okay? But like Yorubas says, okay, nigba 1 million. Baba, my brothers, throw this ant fan, throw it up, into the sky 1 million times. Every time it lands, it's going to be landing flat. So why waste my energy and time? But I can have a conversation around it too, because so that it doesn't make us look like, what is it they call them again? Fanatics. Fanatics are those who believe that their own idea is the only best thing. Whatever I say is fine. Whatever we believe, every other idea is nonsense. It's no. Don't be like that. Come on. We shouldn't be like that. Sometimes listening to them, sometimes engaging and conversing with them, exchanging, conversation and all of that. Sometimes, in fact, most times, they talk themselves out of points in their effort of defending that Nigeria doesn't need to break, Nigeria doesn't need to go back to the original system, Nigeria just need a leader. If you don't listen to them, you probably would never know that the reason why they are opposing you is actually not really good enough. So don't be fanatics. Please don't be. Don't condemn anybody who doesn't believe in what you believe in. Don't attack them. Discuss with them. Listen. Now, they said that the best way to learn something in this life, the best way to know things in this life, is to listen. When you are talking, you are saying things you know. But when you listen, you are going to hear things you don't know. In the process, it's going to help you improve on what you know. So don't be a fanatical. Yoruba nation is not a fanatic thing. The Afra struggle should never be a fanatic thing. Your passion, your love for what you believe in should come from what you say about what you believe in. Not how many people you attack online, offline, and everywhere. That makes you a fanatic. In most cases, you will become somebody who knows just one thing and not anything about everything. And people who don't know something about you don't need to know everything in life. All you need to know in life is to know something about everything. That is all you need to know. Because little you know about something will help you in having conversation around subjects that actually surrounds that. So you must never, please, my people, you must never be a fanatic that attack people who don't agree with you, or people who don't say it the way you want them to say it. You must learn the culture of conversation, the culture where you can indeed convince people by what you know and say than what you threatened. In this regard, because they disagree. In a referendum, I bet all of you know, say referendum na election. So sometimes when you say no election, make you declare them. Referendum itself is an election. And don't be surprised. During the referendum campaign, once you have a constitution that allows it, or you finally push for a system that approved it so that you don't be tagged criminals for asking or wanting to discuss self-determination, independence, whatever you want to discuss, so that you don't get tagged. So when you get to that stage, do you know that you will still need to talk to your brother, you will talk to your wife, you will talk to your children, you will talk to your parents, your co-workers, you will talk to people about something you believe that they should naturally know and agree to. You know why? They have been part of a system for donkey years, over 100 years. So you must have something to say to tell them to believe in order for them to not to believe in what they currently have. So do you know that, by the way? Do you all know that? So that is why you must learn the culture of engagement. And you must never forget one thing. Your right for self-determination, our right to demand that indigenous people should defend themselves in their own lands without any intimidation or influence from the powers that be, they are your right. But do you know that when you are exercising that right, other people have their rights too? That is the understanding you must first have. If you are a genuine self-determination advocate or advocate. Please, somebody told me something in London. They said, Maiyegun, do you know that the most difficult part of this journey is educating and re-educating our people about what this is actually all about? It is not gra-gra. It is not, no. It is about talking and listening. People will give you different reasons why they don't believe. You will be sitting down there feeling disgusted. You will be feeling so angry. But do you know that if your mission is to let them see other things they didn't know, then you must learn to control how you undo their reasons why they don't believe in it. I don't know if all of us will be like this, but it is very, very, very important that we are not fanatics, people who abuse these people simply because they don't believe in the Yoruba nation struggle and the rest. People say a lot of horrible things because they don't know or they don't understand something. But if you want to believe that you understand this very well, then you cannot respond or treat them the same ignorant way they are treating what you know about. If they don't want to talk, then you can take a walk. There's always going to be another day. Of course, there's going to be another day. Some people are not going to listen to you until they experience what you have been talking about. You that are talking about it, some of you are talking about it because you have experienced it. Now you have understood better. Now you are talking about, some of you have never experienced it, but you have seen enough evidence to make you never want to experience it. So therefore, you must learn that decorum. I beg of you. In this case, those who want to deceive you, they will know that you have emotional intelligence. That thing they call emotional intelligence. Now, serious thing, Emotional intelligence means you must learn how to weigh your words. Especially, you must learn how to read the room. You know, when you walk into a room and you listen to their conversation, you look at the people inside the room, your emotional intelligence will come to act, which means you can easily comport yourself and know when and where to get involved in whatever they are involved in, including what you say and how you think what you say will mean to them hearing you. Emotional intelligence is a very powerful thing that many people have lost. Many people don't have emotion anymore. And those who have emotion, they don't have the intelligence of using them. Therefore, they are vulnerable to manipulators, blackmailers, those who knows how, who can make use of your weakened emotional intelligence. And some others, in order to feel like they are powerful, they are strong, they don't feel concerned about what happened to anybody. They are supposed to kill him. That is lack of emotional intelligence, because to them, they want to feel strong by saying it, by word of mouth. All of these things I'm telling you, they are things I've always wanted to share with you. In order for you to know that you need to understand what you are getting yourselves involved in, and don't let anybody who is pretty much less intelligent than you manipulate you on social media and turn you into a beast, a fanatic, somebody who doesn't even have a clue or an idea of how to have a conversation. You must know how to have a good conversation. Some of them are not really good. You are the light in the room, and therefore you must always act like one. Don't go aggressive. You are angry, of course. How can these people not see all these things? How are they talking like this? How can are these people stupid? Of course, they may sound stupid, but you are the light in the room. You shouldn't act like them. I just fought my brother. He's always telling me that he doesn't believe in this Yoruba. I said, why are you angry? You can't be angry and trying to convince somebody who is angry because he doesn't even understand. So where is your own emotional intelligence? You don't call your brothers Sabo. My Biafran brothers and sisters, when your brothers or your sisters disagrees with you, I have said this many times, I am somebody who understands that this whole thing is a game of number. And personally, I felt like it is imperative on us, if we really want to make a difference and impact, to make use of numbers. And in this case, the system divided us, and they put these invincible barriers between us, that they use politics, religion, tribe, ethnic, and every other things to divide us and all of that. So I'm a man of numbers. So when they talk, they say, go and get the numbers if you want to dethrone us. Because according to them, they control the source to this number. So for somebody like myself, I feel like you and your brothers can disagree. Yeah, it's a normal thing. It's a normal thing between brothers. Let me tell you this, yeah? When you disagree with people that you call friends or you call family, it simply means you are both thinking, or one of you is thinking. Either way, if you take time to listen to yourselves, you realize that you are actually saying the same thing, but you are saying it in a different way. Only if you listen to yourselves. Don't call yourself Sabo. Don't start abusing the appearance of your family and tearing yourselves apart simply because they are not saying it the way you want them to say it. And they are even coming publicly to condemn you. You have every right to react to. Because now waiting, I tell some of my brothers in London. They said, Maiyegun, okay, let me tell you this story. We walked after the video shoot with Prince Jejeman at Peckham. So some friends who saw the video live, they joined us there as usual. Now some of you are watching me right now, Abby. So they joined us at Peckham. Right? And they said, Maiyegun, no, we need to go to this, so they took me to a place for food. While we walked in, a Biafran, an Igbo man, approached me. And before he approached me, it was like,
Maye, I was like, Maiyegun. I was like, yeah, it's you. Is this you? Like normal reaction. I was like, yeah, it's me, sir. Ha, here in Pekka. I said, yes, sir, I did here. Then he said, can I talk to you? He said, I'm an Igbo man. I am not happy with what is going on in Biafra land. And when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came out, it was one of those who gave this support because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is on to them, because there has never been any closure to what happened in 1967 to 1970. He said many Igbos feel same way. But when the approach comes to, oh, I don't like this move, oh, I disagree with that move, then they get right upon. They get thrown into pieces on social media. They will be trolled. They will be called names. And this scared many away. Like, what's going on? What is this? But I actually said something too. I said, do you know why I actually fell in love with the Biafran advocacy and the struggle? I said, it's not because I have anything to do to help per se. And in fact, right, it's not like, we are pretty much like pitying them. No, I am not talking about Biafra because I pity them, because they don't want anybody's pity. I was interested, and I'm still interested, simply because the fact that Nnamdi Kanu, for example, came out and he was able to bring back the real history that got many people like us to start showing interest in what really happened. And when we started comparing what really happened to what the history actually recorded, some of us felt shortchanged, and we saw the injustice deeply buried in what's supposed to be Nigeria's history. There was never closure. Therefore, if Nigeria is to heal, Nigeria needs to visit the genocide of 1967 or 1970. And because Nigeria didn't visit that, and there was never a closure, those who committed the genocide, they have committed more genocides, not just against the Igbos, but against many ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. But under different disguise, under different names, under different tags, for different times. And nobody was held responsible. Rather, those who supervised those genocide and the killings, for years, they were rewarded with different public offices, higher positions, and all of that. Never was anybody held responsible for all that happened. There was never a closure, which then means they will do it again and again and again. They just need something to target. And it can happen to anyone in this current Nigeria. So when I saw that, I started raising alarm too. So when he told me that, when some of the moves or some of the decisions and all of that, and they, like, I'm a Yoruba man, there are things that are being said or done in the course of this Yoruba nation and all of that. I've come publicly to say, no, I don't agree with that. I may not have gone further to condemn, and I will just tell you, no, I don't think I agree with that. But I always respect everybody's mindset, everybody's moves, effort to make an impact in what you believe in. But being blackmailed, blackmailing your own brothers and sisters, simply because you disagree, calling them Sabo this, enemy this, Fulani this and that, simply because you disagree. There are people out there, they are real. Honestly speaking, that's what I experienced when I went to London. You see people you see on social media, majority of, they are real. They are real people. And many of those things you say to them did not make them to further believe in the struggle. It is fencing them. It is pushing them out. Many of them are staying away and keeping their mouth shut because of the fear of the attacks. Don't be fanatic. See, when two brothers fight to death, now strangers go inherit their inheritance. Like I said, I'm a man of number and I listen to everybody. It doesn't mean that I agree, and I want you to be like that. Because something is there. It is not because you want to agree with them. It is because you want them to listen to you too. Now, if you develop that sense of a conversation and communication, you will grow the number to challenge the monstrous system that continue to kill us. And to the point that sometimes they have started making you feel like, is this even real? How can this be happening? Sorry, I get blisters. I usually recall blister for lips. Let's say I was sick, but I met a wonderful. I met a lot of people in London, by the way. I met this wonderful woman. I can't even remember her face. We were shooting for Prince Jeje. We were shooting Prince Jeje Man's musical video, and they said Maiyegun, Maiyegun, Maiyegun. And then I turned around, and then they dragged me down, and I was like, "Oh, Maiyegun, ìwọ lélẹ́yìí, ìwọ ni mo rí. Nígbà tí mo rántí níjọ́ kan tó sọ pé ààrẹ ò yá, pé o máa take a break. Maiyegun, ò ní ṣàárẹ̀ lórúkọ Jésù, ìṣànẹ́fà ẹ ṣe mà àmì mà. Maiyegun sì gbà. Màmá fún mi ní £20 o. Mi ò dá wọn mọ̀, mi ò tiẹ̀ lè rí wọn kí n dá wọn mọ̀, mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé wọ́n ń wò mí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Mama, the mama was just passing by in Peckham. She's not part of all of us who came there. She saw that, is that not Maiyegun? They said it's Maiyegun. MaiyegunDiary, they said yes. Can you call him for me? And that encounter happened. So my mothers, all of you will be my mothers everywhere. When I tell you that I'm not feeling well, don't be saying a serious sickness way, because when I pray already done the work, no will no lie. Because people they ask me, how are you doing it? Maiyegun, how are you managing to? I said, I don't know. I just do it. If I don't do it, that's when I don't feel well. So every time I tell you that I'm not really feeling well, most of it, now small rest I need. Don't worry about me. Today I may look like I get flesh. Tomorrow I may look like my cheek don't go in. There is no cause for alarm. That's just who I am. So don't mind, don't worry, don't stress. That's what my mother used to tell me. She said, Shori tinko to bagbe kokin yo ide. Shori what to bari ara slim by. They know whether you they shop well or you no shop well. They know whether you get money or you no get anything. You just did there. They say, what's happened to you, chief? You say, Baba, I don't know. So when I say I'm not feeling fine, all I need most of the time is just some rest and some dosages of ibuprofen. I'll be with you the column. Now let's come back to the dramas that we have witnessed in the last few days. PDP to the rescue, and they started going about because they wanted to do something called consensus. Ashina na scam. But the first person to Jassy, I'll tell you, Saraki, the PDP that want to rescue you, you have the following characters. Saraki, Atiku, you have Peter Obi, you have Wike, you have, give me their names, Bala Muhammad. Now that one tell you, say, Fulani believe that everywhere is their land, is their country. All over Africa, they believe that they are one. That is why they have the right to resettle in Nigeria. That one too won't be president. Also, you have Tambua. But you remember that, you remember the following, yeah? Atifku, Sarakonda, Tambua, who else again? Oh, I think there are more than that. Oh, Dino Melaye, the comedian of the Kogi Clownland, I would say. You know, there were those who went to go and bring Bokwari. Abi? Now, when we say the business and the partnership with Bokuari, just like the partnership that many of you who bought the shares in their change mantra, their business with APC, Egbekegbe and Bokuari, blew up. I've been fell off. I've been waiting that they use for that commerce terms. You know what I'm talking about? You know, pay. The point plan is that you know pay. They can't return to PDP to go and rebuild PDP so that they can now rescue you from the monster that they woke up from the graveyard. 30 years after they don't bury this rogo, these people go wake dead body, Bokuari, ghost can't they pursue everybody now. They no could even protect, they no fit do anything. Anywhere now, go stay. You know, before you know it, you don't turn to smoke. Buhari must go. Buhari, you don't turn to smoke. Everybody can't they fear, can't they quote, and can't they use code language. You see, they say if you live too long, sometimes you go they see your heroes turn villain. Sure, you get under Bokuari, the people who can't bring the monster. Can't repent. They won't rescue from the monster. They regroup. They are regrouping. It's called regrouping. They are now regrouping. They're regrouping in PDP. So they want to do consensus. Now, so Saraki put people together. Say, oh yeah, northern leaders, northern elders, we need your endorsement. So they come pick Bala Muhammad, come pick Tambua, abandoned Atifku, or Atiku not join them. All of these guys they travel everywhere. They travel, and at Tambua they won't scam. Last, we didn't know. Or he didn't know. He didn't know. So Saraki don't walk away. They can say the northern leader shortlisted 2 candidates from the north. Atiku no dey there. It can't be Saraki and Bala Muhammad. So that these 2 people from the north, they will now have to contest with people from the south for the position of PDP presidency. Now to Atiku vex. But before Atiku vex, the result, now Wike first go to town. You cannot guy the guy man.
You are moving around consensus. If you didn't did. For me, it did. When they came to me, I told them in the meeting, I know your modus operandi. This consensus you are coming is not something you are hiding. I will not fall to it. All of us, that man will die, that man.
Sorry, there are some people watching us tonight. as always, as their practice, what we are doing right now, using the actions and inactions and the antecedents of those who parade themselves as the rulers of Nigeria, they push the blame back on us that we are just always being negative. She reporting them that they call negativity. Is that the reason why Nigeria Naira is crashing against the dollars? It's because we are negative, according to this Wiri. The Wiri is watching me right now, possibly. And your friends, by the way. I did our negativity in quotes. Is that the reason why APC, Egbekegbe, couldn't deliver refineries? And then you continue to have the fuel scarcity that is possibly out of pocket now. Is it because of our exposing them that you call negativity? My brothers and sisters in the temple of truth, is that the reason why Nigeria have no electricity? Is that the reason why I have no security? Is that the reason why APC, Egbekegbe, is selling a presidential form in the poorest country or in the poorest capital or the poverty capital of the world for 100 million naira per form? Meanwhile, this is even more than the allocation to more than 30% of the local government areas in Yoruba land. Can you believe that? Is it because we are talking about them, which you quoted the negativity? Is that the reason why you have the highest jobless people in the entire world? All thanks to the people who are positive. Bokuwari, Tifnumbu, you, Buhari idiots, the Buhari Danes, the Buhari Diderins, the Buhari Denotus, and the Buhari Dijatus, the Buhari Shukus, the Ungo Ziaris, the Unekaharis, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, including your uncles and aunties, the patriotic Liejirians from abroad, the Mumumadus, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers. Is it because we are negative on MaiyegunsDiary Politico? And you were alasho, and you were jati eranko. You will continue to listen to me. You will continue to watch me. You will continue to hope that one day Nigeria will just surprise Maiyegun. One day, something, everything will just change. And right there, you count the 4 years. Count the 4 years. And then, like your parents, just like your parents, you will get to the age of disappointment that you will stop hoping. Then what? You will transfer it to your children. You will now begin to hope that your children will actually fight a secured future for their own children, because by then you have run out of all the hope you are building. Maiyegun is negative. Torimo negative. Torimo report one year. Negative. You want to break Nigeria. Why do you want to break Nigeria? Why can't we all come together? Why can't we all work together? Work together with a unity beggar. Unity beggars, unity beggars. We're together. We cannot do without ourselves. Iwa Titani, come together, bro. Tani bro, Tani bro, my dear father, Tani father, oh, Dababa Emo. Tell them. Patriotism is not just word of mouth. It is what you do. And those who are representing you are negative people. She positive, you want. I won't worry. If he didn't day, he didn't day. I didn't say that. That I won't worry to fairly ding. So blame us now. Blame us now. That we know better, Abi. Everything negative. Don't you have any good thing to say? Baba, it is your job, oh. There are people that Nigeria pay billions to tell you that they are making your life better, even if you are now turning to beggars. That is not for me. But I'm not going to see waiting they happen, and then because I want to satisfy you, if he didn't day, he didn't day. And like Wike said, you cannot guide the guy man in this regard. They've guided us and guided us to the point that we have known the trick and we know better that it doesn't come with anything. Now, bobo. Meanwhile, the Wike is not just attacking his fellow aspirant.
This one will be say because of him. Everything you read about IPOB right now, from the PDP social media vuvuzela, now because of this man, Peter Obi. But with a Wike has something else. Who is Peter Obi? You know him now.
State. Mr. Obi attended Christ the King College, Onitsha, and graduated from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, with a bachelor's degree in philosophy. He has attended several executive programs at top business schools in Nigeria and abroad, including Harvard Business School and Kellogg Graduate School of Management, USA. He is an alumnus of Lagos Business School, having attended the Chief Executive Program, CEP 11, in 2002. Mr. Peter Obi is a thoroughbred professional and fellow of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria. He has excelled both in private enterprise and public service, and had at various times been the chairman, Fidelity Bank PLC, chairman, Guardian Express Mortgage Bank Limited, chairman, Paymaster PLC, to mention just a few. As governor, he was elected vice chairman of the Nigeria Governors Forum and chairman, Southeast Governors Forum, amongst numerous other federal government appointments. Recently honored as the Outstanding Igbo Man of the Decade by the Champion newspaper, Mr. Obi is credited with introducing fundamental changes in Nigerian politics and is remembered for the following achievements while in office: exemplary commitment to reforms and development, building relationships between Anambra State and other countries such as USA, Britain, Russia, European Union, Belgium, Israel, Venezuela, and others. Attracted big Fortune 500 companies like SAB Miller, Distel, and GlaxoSmithKline, Nemeth Pharmaceuticals, etc., to Anambra State.
Clap now. Somebody is putting it in comment as well. Maiyegun, you need to leave this week. Let's talk about Yoruba Nation. Now you go tell me what I go do. Alaye oje behave. Aboti bagwe pori MaiyegunsDiary Politico lower. What do you think I discuss here? Behave RL. I know you go tell me what I go do. Baba. So you see all those things, all those citations, reading and all. Ask where the Wike. Shebi all of them are supposed to clap. Ask where the Wike. Wike, what do you think about Peter Obi? Tell us.
Yeah, Anambra will be protected. But if you guys win that vote, it's a way where he won't win. But you know he won't win. Are you not aware? I am not even that he won't win. I mean, we should tell ourselves the simple truth. I know the one he will win, but this one, it's not available at all. It's not available.
He was talking to Anambra delegates. So Wike can't be the bull in the China shop inside PDP. But there's also a guy called Bala Muhammad. That one too. Consensus no work now. But all of them won't be presidents. But you know what happened? Aisha can't come to town. Baba and Conchelet, a lot they happen, right? Aisha can't enter town. They visit Nigeria. When Aisha got to Nigeria, he said, I want to see all the presidential candidates. Listen to this, we need all this. I want to give all of you Ramadan Iftar. Come and break your fast inside the old rock villa, the old people's home. They invited Tinubu, Bala Muhammad, and all these guys.
But for the last time that to know the presidential aspirant and all of them, you remember this Adamu Mugabe? Yeah, the same Adamu Mugabe. That is Adamu Garba. All of them, because that one too, when they said to become presidential aspirant, you must have 100 million. Now, so the guy provokes, 100 million. You didn't consider all of us. We be poor people where they pretend say we'll be rich, living large with elite. Who wants to bam bam? Who wants to, what did they do that? What did they talk again? Bam bam. To jail with the big boys, Adamu Mugabe, all of them shall show up, but if could no go. You never talk why. But if Tinubu and the other desperate, what have you, they display themselves, and guess what? Aisha did there. They observe them, say, hey, see these sharks, see these orcs. Oh boy, if this one, if they enter, grab power, hey, Nigeria talk say they're stubborn, or they talk say they're stupid. Una go get reset, brain reset, that by the time you come back to normal, these people could be, it could be like an apocalypse. You know, apocalypse. Aisha sit down there, they look, say, oh boy, see shark, we show up. You want to chill with the big boys, you want to bam bam, you want to, all those things. Now Aisha call all of them, they can't show. But when it was the turn of Bala, and so Bala can talk, say, where that thing again? Bala.
And I was lucky. I met Siwaju Bola Tinubu. We discussed. He was calling me consensus. And I told him that if you were in PDP, we would have just given you the ticket. Because we knew that without you, Buhari wouldn't have been a president. And so in PDP, we recognize contribution. You see, we have some people in Nigeria that we must recognize. And it was definitely a good outing for me yesterday. The First Lady is a unifier. She has shown that she is a mother of the nation.
And you know, and all of that, they shall meet, they shop Ramadan iftar. Say, Tinubu, me, I want to be president too. You they call me consensus. Now me and Saraki be consensus. But if to say you did PDP, and as you, somebody like you is supposed to make president, that make the camp of Tinubu to start rumbling with joy. They say, we don't tell you. Shall we not tell you? Ashiwaju has connection everywhere. The only thing that remains now to give Ashiwaju ticket. That's all. Even PDP governors, they love Ashiwaju, Bala Muhammad and co. Delusion of something grandeur. I've been a grandeur delusion. You know what I'm trying to say, okay? Everybody they confused. And that is the state they are. That was why Atiku said, all of you, they underrate me. Is it because I'm old? Or is it because of what and what? Now 11 million now they joke with. I have the right, or no uncontestable right, to be your next candidate in PDP. Characters, so remember I told you, see the characters that are making themselves alternatives for you. And these are the people they are telling you to get PVC. So that when they narrow everything down, they give you Kolu, they give you Sumonu plus they shall give you all the Akuda Altayedara, what do they call them? They will call some shoes. They will come turn you to synagogue to go and pray. Say, God, we don't choose Inwin. Inwin don't become. What do they call Inwin? Inwin. We don't pick Inwin. Baba God, help us, because the entitlement of guys like this is probably why you are asking people to go and get their PVC. Article say, uncontestably, it should be the next one. 11 million vote.
Many of you are young men starting your political career. And I believe you need to advance in your political career than stay static at one place. So you should give very, very, or rather reflect very deeply on that. And who is the best candidate who can bring this party back to power? if I had garnered nearly 12 million votes in the last election, why would I not be given the right of first refusal? Because everybody else is going to start from zero level. And the reason why APC came into being, because they saw Buhari with the same 11, 12 million votes he garnered in the previous election. They say, look, this man has already 11, 12 million votes. Why can't we not give him our ticket so that we win the election? And that was how he got the ticket. So why not give me the right of first refusal, since I'm still capable, I'm still able, I'm still agile. So this is what I want you to consider as you go, to make up your mind, to vote in the next convention. These are straightforward, simple analysis which I want to put before you. And you are all very well informed. You are all very well.
Of course, now. Sure, you get. You know one thing, right? He's presenting his own case. You did consensus. Call me. Wike is everywhere, saying that they will not give it to me. Why can't you all look at all of this? I have everything, And you are supposed to ask me first. I won't contest, or I won't give them to another person. The right to first refusal, they call it. Now, him be say before they say, oh yeah, you everybody go and article your 12 million. You want me will give you Abi Alpha. And they pay the man. He's paying him, even though some other people feel otherwise, because you see, life no balance. Those who feel like Atifku can never be president. What nonsense! Are you working for Atifku? Maiyegun? Weary. We are the Bajilaro Lassie. Ole Jebitori eba fe. Bito for balance lale ilo masobiti bi brain e shima jelola. Ole jilola go koroko ya mo shise for ya kilome. Whatever your mind says, Ibitori eba balance. So we understand. Atifku ko Tifnumbuni. Somebody lead that kufun to go. Have you started tweeting on your own WhatsApp yet?
Do you know how many of you tweeting on the WhatsApp right now? The world will host a database of 1.6 billion on WhatsApp alone. And yet, we started disconnecting for NIPP, our phone numbers.
Memory to me, for those of you who have I don't know the name they call you. Shena psychologists. That moment, memory loss. You have 1.5 billion in national grid. Mobile number, lórí WhatsApp, ton tweet. Tinubu is a good leader. He made people. Okay, Ashiwaju Awatoli. If I ask him now about the education, Ashiwaju, waiting go be your own education plan. For example, let's ask. Dementia mental gidi. What is your plan for education?
If you encourage poultry, if you decide to give one child an egg per day in school, from primary 1 to 6, or what is primary now? So you do that.
Memory is son. Do you get it? Yeah, memory to miss him. But you see, Maiyegun, shut up your mouth. You are enemy of Yoruba. What is wrong with you? You cannot support a Yoruba man like you. What's your problem? Go. Yeah. My problem, go. Some people said the error of Bokuwari, maybe atonement for it, is for God not to give them Buhari Pro Max. And the problem be this, my brother.
Nígbà tá à ń gbàdúrà ká bọ́ lọ́wọ́ òkú ayé kan, tá a sì ń wò pa ń bọ́ ń bẹ̀ lọ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́ ìwọ ọlọ́run kí lè ṣe wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà gan tó tún wá gbé kọ́ọ̀lù mìíràn bọ̀ kọ́ọ̀lù burúkú lélẹ̀ abẹ́ ìbí ṣe à ń wò bí kọ́ọ̀lù.
That's number one. But when you talk about brain and how leadership and you know all that thing, I don't lie to myself. They say, okay, tell us. She been as somebody that talks, say, go Harvard, do business school, 500 company, whatever. All those things. Shall we read about Peter Obi? They say, Baba, oh yeah, tell us, what do you do? I made people. But you see the one way he say for this, the particular thing he said here, yeah? Do you know what that is? He said Lagos State was the poorest state in Nigeria. No be mental, be that.
French, there's a manifesto of the party. It's not about the individual. When I was the governor of Lagos State, this is the poorest state I inherited. Today is the richest state. I left a great legacy. I am a talent hunter. I put talents in office. I help them.
Yes. Talent. But what people don't ask is, Baba, which kind of talent you be talent hunter, discoverer? Tell us, please, tell us. Do you not know who is Fashola? Say, oh, the former governor of Lagos. Yeah, I discovered him. And he later became minister in Nigeria because of superb performance. And within 4 years, he became minister of darkness, minister of potholes, and homelessness. National grid, they collapse. Like say, I don't want to talk because it's the way come my mind go make you offended. And I don't want to offend people that way. You know, good. I can take them back. Now, so it be now the success story. Then they will say, do you remember when he was in Lagos as governor? I said, hey, tell me about it. Say, Fashola is one of the best. I said, okay, tell me about it. Do you have water? Sorry, Baba, do you have water in Lagos? Public water, government, in your homes? There is no water. We just do our own bowl. Oh, okay. Do you have electricity? No, not. It's improved. We have. We share. You know how you been. I will share them. And sometimes when our transformer blow, we know they get about. I mean, is the populated? Is the most richest? Come on, calm down now. Baba, calm down. Public service, the position governor. Public service, the position, all these people that you see. Now, if you want to judge them, you will judge them by their public service. When you know, if to say Tinubu where they find people, another of them is Aregbe Mugbo. Aregbe Mugbo became governor of Osun State, and to the glory of APC, Egbekegbe, Osun entered bankruptcy. Baba, no joke you. When I was growing up, they said, Abuja, nobody finish am. You know they finish. Omo Aregbe Mugbo Jegbese, he ran Osun into bankruptcy. Baba, a whole state they collect 350 naira allocation. Other state they collect 10 billion, 5 billion, 7 billion. Osun they collect 350 naira allocation. Because every penny that should go to them, they don't take her for Abuja. You know that one where we say you collect Lapo money, or Komule lantern, where you go put your breast on top lantern if you no pay. Now that kind of thing, he put Osun enter. Now so everybody come they collect half salary. They say, they don't pay your salary. How much you collect? They say they pay us 3,002 today. How much is your exact salary, sir? Now my exact salary is 17,000. They can't pay you 2-3. Ọlọ́run dá fún Morufu. Ọlọ́run dá fún Morufu. Want to saw the minister l'Abuja ni. That is when passport started missing. Passport no day. Everybody come they say, oh boy, we'll go burn embassy. We'll go burn. I say, you see, I want product it if no bunny. There's a guy called something Doati. Babatunde Doati. Abi, what is that guy's name? They send them go FIRS in Abuja. Tifnumbu boy you. Within 2 years, the entire hand don't stain. They say, only FIRS, Federal Inland Revenue Service. Only Fowler. Konje Doati, Fowler. His name is Fowler. I want product it from Buni. Shafiku Yomini. Around the now, don't you have those who pledge their allegiance to Tinubu's academy? They get story long gone. Trust me. So we were no longer deceived. And because we are no longer deceived, you can call us whatever you want to call us. Or at the same time, we are tolerant, we listen. And that's what I'm going to tell you, my friends, because we know what we want and we know how to get that. And then I have a news for you. It is not a good news. It is also a good news because it is always better to give you an update, okay? Then I'm going to bring my guests in. I've got two people who are going to join me this evening. And if at the end of the day, I only have one, then I'm going to open the line at some point. We'll have a chat generally. So this is the news. I don't like them, but it happened. You see, this is our Yoruba Rescue Fund that we are trying and been working on to put together, all this while, so that we can concentrate our resources into a single place and safe place, transparent as well. Now, I am pretty much sad to tell all of you tonight that I have discontinued that process. But don't be alarmed, okay? Don't be alarmed. It simply means that there's so much kind of mismatched kind of level of expectation from both camps. So a member of this platform approached me when we said we wanted to build the platform. And the member of this platform, who happened to be a developer, approached me and he said, I will do it for you for free. I said, oh, great. That's amazing. And when they want to do something for you for free, you know, they give too much conditional. Unfortunately, I am somebody with conditions, and in most cases, I love working with people who can work with my imagination and bring them to life. So the last 5 weeks, we have tried back and forth. I don't see light working with this person anymore. So I have terminated that arrangement, and then the option of what we want to do is now open. Now, this time around, it comes with condition. I know I'm running out of time. I'm running out of schedule. But what I want is so straightforward. And I've said this many times. Having people who are also members of this platform who genuinely want to make a difference, right, in their own way of, expertise, which is great. They are welcome. But at this point, we need to deliver this platform. We need to deliver this Yoruba Rescue Fund with a startup page of about 5 pages. If you are that guru who understand what a donation page should be like, and you can bring this up for me in a week, I will give you an extra 1 week, which will make it 2 weeks to deliver. My email address is open. I am going to go throw this arrangement open again. I apologize to all of you. You have been waiting for me to give you an update on this and tell you that we are going to launch it in so day, especially the first week of May. It is a total miscommunication of a thing, and I blame him not. Like I said, it seems that my expectations are not going to work with his own workings. Okay, so in the end, I want something, something more solid, professional, and then secure. So if you are that experts, reach out. If you know you cannot afford to do it free, don't offer free. We can afford to build what our money can build. Okay, so talk to us like a professional. Deal with it as a professional. And if you're a Yoruba man who feels like you want to do it for patriotism's sake, it's up to you. We are not forcing anyone to do anything for us for free. Listen, you don't have to do it for free. The fact that you will dedicate your time, and the fact that you are also a committed member to the project as well, definitely does those little ingredients. They are not little, by the way. Those ingredients are what will make the platform unique as exactly where we want it to be. So trust me, the line is now opened again. And I want somebody who can sit down. I have them with me. I have guys here who can build this website in 2-3 days. But again, there's no harm in throwing it open now. So we have 2 weeks. If you know this cannot work for you, if you know this cannot work with your schedule, please don't send me an email. And if you think doing this at some point, let me put it this way.
I am a very, very demanding person and so much imaginative. I have so much imagination. And when I say I have imagination, I want you to also have imagination as a creative designer, developer. That's what I'm looking for. I don't want somebody who is going to wait for me to say everything before they do anything. When I'm talking, I want you to imagine with me. And if you are good enough, I want you to create something right away. I know people who could do that in 24 hours. It's now up to you and open. So like I said, I am going to, that is the update on that, okay? We have done more publicity after the last time you saw me here. Yes, we have sent out more billboards, okay? Some people said that, Maiyegun, you know one thing about the billboard and all of that is this. It is safer, cheaper than sending people onto the streets for the Nigerian security criminals to attack them, to arrest them, and to do all manner of things that we will end up having to say this, you know what I mean? However, anything that will save cost and save life, trust me, we will adopt and we will implement. So, the last part before I go and bring my own guest to come and be part of this conversation is this. There is an ongoing effort to make sure that any court appearance of Nnamdi Kanu or court date or anything is trial. It's going to be secret. There will be no media allowed in. There will be no report on it. You're just going to wake up one day and they're going to give a verdict. They have been pushing this from last year. They have not been able to get to the point of making it happen so far. However, it seems that they are pushing further. So Nnamdi Kanu and his own legal team have now sued an high court judge that is always instrumental in giving them all these court orders to further infringe on the human right of Nnamdi Kanu. Asking for a referendum is not a crime. If there are criminals who are committing crimes in the name of freedom or referendum, it is imperative for the government to get them, yeah, at least. And it's also on government to also fish out those who are committing extrajudicial killing in the name of going after those who are asking for self-determination. All of these things can work together only if these criminals are sincere enough. But that's like asking for too much. I mean, criminals to what? To be fair? Is that not why they are criminals? Illegal acts and all of that. Nnamdi Kanu continue to explore every legal means to challenge the legality and the actions of those who are currently in charge of Liejiriya. They are not trying to bring peace to Eastern Nigeria. They are trying to ignite ethnic tribal war so that they can easily go on and complete the genocide of 1967 to 1970. If you don't see this, probably you are not just looking, or you choose never to see it that way. Obviously, it's going to be one of those, I would say, yeah? And finally as well, I'm going to take a mini break. If you are watching, trust me, what you need to do right now is this. Tonight, a lot of people turned up, which is great. Thank you. I mean, it's brilliant, isn't it? So if we have over 2,700 people watching live on YouTube, and we only have 600 or 680 of you who have sat back all this while for the past hour, and you never drop your offering. Must we always remind you? It's the simplest thing to do. Okay, do that for me if that's not going to be too much of a ask. I mean, you've been here for a while. So let's see how many of us are going to do that from the 2,600 and all of you that are there right now. I'll take a break. When I show up again, yeah, there is this comrades who have decided to start a conversation around all these vices, okay? So they said this whole thing is caused by the political, the political misfire or political misassociation, and then bringing forth, terrible leaders and what have you. And according to them, only people themselves can resist them, reject them, and chart a new course for where and how they want to live, including those who wants to break away from Nigeria. So they want to have a chat with me. You're going to ask them questions. I'm going to ask them some too. But just before I do that, yeah, this is it. There's a program coming up in London on the 30th of April, right?
So the organizers are going to answer a few questions here, tell you what this is all about for the next half an hour. And if you still have that time, remember, yeah, you will be able to call in and possibly contribute verbally, apart from the current, comments and all that, all right? So take a moment, okay? Take a moment. Let's take the offering down to 1,000, possibly 2,000 of you, if you can do that. And if it's too much for you, right? Anyway, I will be right back. I'm going to take a break. I'll be right back. Suwe, those guys, amazing guys, yeah. So thank you very much for your patience, I'll say. So what happened is that I'm going to wait on for my, for my guest to come on and we can have our chat. However, I have delivered mine, and I hope one way or the other I have managed to, to regale you with the facts and not fiction on what they have done and why they are doing what they are doing. So do you know that, right? Do you know that? Okay, let me put it this way. I'm going to open the line. The line is open for everyone who wants to call in and be part of this for the next hour before we round up tonight. However, part of what I wanted to share with you is this. APC, Egbe, that are currently selling their own presidential form for 100 million naira. Yeah, that's for those who are now interested in running. For example, Chris Ngige, who is the current Minister of Labor and Productivity, ASU is on strike because they have no money to pay the lecturers. The children are at home because their schools are on lock and keys, right? So he wants to be president. So when they said that APC, Egbe's form is 100 million, he said, oh boy, wait, now 500,000 me a budget, and the last now be like 5 million I budgeted for this, this my party are doing. This one is not going to go down well. Do you understand that now? Now the garbage, the Adamu garbage, now that one funny. Adamu garbage was the one who took Twitter to court in Nigeria in order to further solidify the Boko Haram's ban on Twitter. Because Boko Haram threatened Igbos on Twitter, Boko Haram said he was going to show the Igbo youth
what their parents forgot to show them. It will show them what they did to their parents. In 1967 to 1970, I will speak to them in the language they understand. So Twitter now flagged the tweet, and they told Bokwari to delete it. Bokwari refused to delete it. Twitter now flagged it and blanked it out. Now, so Laya Muhammad, now so he provoked and started the campaign. Twitter must be shut down. Forgetting the fact that as these criminals ruined Nigeria, destroyed the economy, destroyed everything, created joblessness, the young people in Nigeria, they are finding other platforms, social media platforms, to promote their talent, to promote their trade, to also mingle with the other part of the world, to see opportunities. In fact, Twitter in Nigeria is Nigeria's, what did they call this emergency line? 999 or 911. You know that traditionally in Nigeria, if you ask them, what is Nigeria's emergency number? If you go to Yoruba land, I don't know what the emergency number is in other part of Nigeria, but in Yoruba land, our own emergency number is Egbami o ará àdúgbò. And everybody will come out. Hey, kí ló dé? Junior ti dákú o. Junior ti dákú, Egbami o. Ah, Egbeyowa, bring a salt, bring spoon, bring cutlass, bring Liejiriya. Now, so you go get all the doctors. That's our own emergency number. I don't know other places, so too, I'm not going to speak for you. Ah, ará àdúgbò Egbami o. What happened? Ah, my mother is dead. Ah, sorry. If your mama die, no be hospital you go call, no be ambulance you suppose call. You see, mama dada, baba dada, is our own emergency, what have you. But in Nigeria, Twitter is Nigerian young people's 911, the emergency number. If you are looking for somebody that is missing, Twitter go help you find them. If you look for your papa, we deny you can't go change identity. Just bring the picture. The Twitter go help you. They go tell you the last time they saw him. Nigeria police can't tell you that. To the point that when the young people in Nigeria came under the attack of this APC, Egbe, now Twitter, they raise alarm, 911, please help me, oh, SARS, don't they take me go, hey, help me, oh, they don't take me this place, they don't collect all my money, oh. Now Twitter go find the policemen and find the money. Politicians, you see, Obara Jesus, Ishineke. Say, what's happen, Mama Neka? Hey! Oh, this one, hey! That's the 911. What's happen? Baba Emeka don't swallow spanner. Ah, call hospital now. Which hospital? You know their number. I'm just making that up. I told you earlier. Now you curse him. Now that person will say Obara Jesus. Now you curse him. That's what I wanted to say before. I was like, no, don't say that, Maiyegun. Don't say that because you may be offending people. Because you may even be wrong. Now I am wrong. Maybe Shineke, like that, reaction following it and all of that will determine the gravity of whatever happened. They say, what's happened? Baba, my papa, he don't drink again. They say, we can carry him. They say, you know that thing like that, Sha. See, now that's why you shouted like that. You scared me. You scared me. I don't know what to do. I don't know who to call. In the UK, people, they call 911, emergency ambulance, because their remote control for their TV is not working. In the UK. And it's like life and death. In America, it's even worse. To the point that people are calling 911 because their delivery is running late. Hello, is that 911? What's your emergency? My Big Max is here to get here. and I'm having a panic attack. My delivery man, the delivery said he was 30 minutes away earlier. Now he's saying that he's 1 hour away. Is that why you are calling 911 or you are calling 999? You get what I mean, Sha? You get the drift. Sorry. Hello there. I get called.
Good
Naven. Good evening, my brother. How are you?
Baba Maiyegun fire. Oh no.
Oh yeah, Clemo.
Oh
yeah. You know that we no fear. The only thing we fear now ourselves. Whether we go break ourselves. But don't be them go break us. So when we now talk, they say, I want you to respect Liejiriya goes into the so. If you like I'm to respect, I want to respect lot if I want to no Clemo.
Baba, respect Bao Ayewada. Who gives a fuck about them? After what the fuck,
thank God say you even mention respect. Make I quickly show you something, eh? You know, say when we said, what they do for Allah Afin burial. Some people don't understand, say, Baba, le momu ti o je elede. Àwọn tó wà ńbẹ̀ ló fà o. Kì í ṣe pé bóyá pé ó ti yẹn tójú bá ká le momu mu. Le momu a jẹ elede. A ní kó fóun ní kí ló máa ń pe ọtí yẹn trophy. Watch this o. The people wey go pray for
I beg 33.
Abi 33. Uku. Now, but I want to pray for Aláàfin pé k'Aláàfin kí Allah ní àlìjọ náà kó ṣe accept Aláàfin. Baba dey carry bag sha. Watch.
Okay, I will.
Tó bá ń gbọ́ ó yá gbé báàgì rẹ̀. Go on.
Baba, I swear to God, you dey talk of people calling police. Àwọn tá a ní àlẹ́ ní tẹ̀sẹ̀ wá tún sọ kí ní ìtìpẹ́tìpẹ́. Kí lè máa jó báyìí? Àlè ambulance wọ́n lè wá sílé ẹ̀ ti jó kanlẹ̀ tán. Òní ambulance ẹ̀ máa dé wọ́n máa láwọn olómi inú báàgì. Kẹ̀tù wo.
Kí lẹ wá ṣe ń bí dẹ̀?
Àwọn ẹni tó pọlọ́pàá tí wọ́n sọ pé ọlọ́pàá pàápàá kíní kankan. We no get water, we no get petrol inside bus o. Afa na how e go be? Sọ pé nǹkan tẹ́yìn sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan ẹ̀ ibi bá a já kájá máa rìn kẹ́tẹ̀ kọ́ akọ́bá ẹ̀ wọ́n ti pọlọ́pàá. Olóńgbò làṣọ́ra sọ wọ́n ti pọlọ́pàá. Wọ́n máa sáré débẹ̀ ní bí.
Tí mọ́tò ẹ̀ bá pàjá, ó máa dúró síbẹ̀. Tí mọ́tò ẹ̀ bá pàjá, tó bá sá lọ, homicide ló commit yẹn, ó lè lọ ṣẹ̀wọ̀n gbére.
I swear to God, ordinary dog. Àní pé ọ̀ pa chicken mi rí bí wọ́n ti pa chicken rí. Ó ti pèsè fún ẹ̀wà mi lè pa chicken mọ́. You understand? Yes, for real. You know, so I mean, banning Twitter. Oh Lord, how backward can a country be? But no ban Twitter. Well, so that's the whole story. To be honest, apart from that, I feel like our Nigerian youths, they are still sleeping. Oh no, yeah, they were. What's in so falala? Níṣẹ́jú yìí wọ́n pa cryptocurrency. Bàbá ibi táwọn ọkọ̀ yóò tún lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. BTC ṣe àwọn ìwádìí BTC lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Àwọn ọ̀dẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe wọ́n ti fi ṣe skit. Anybody bá ṣe skit ṣe. For example, if I dey sell BTC, all those kind of brothers like Bàbá Yorùbá ti ṣe skit ẹ̀jọ̀ sáré bá wọn já ń bá mi sí o. Ìjọba bá mi já wọn sí. Clemo BTC. Wọ́n á ra BTC lọ́wọ́ mi. Bùtà mò ń rà. You don't understand. Everything don't come the pop up. And meanwhile, if we say the Fulanis, the Hausas, like they do with dollar, all our currencies, central bank might release their phone, cheaper rates. No, but on access, people on access. Can one more boy do BTC? They would have released it and kept it open for them as well. But they don't know, they don't have the techniques. They don't know how to operate laptop. Turn it on laptop, turn on PC, ní sọ́mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ mouse ní.
Waste of time ni wọ́n gbà tán ní kọ́kọ́ sí CBN. Kí ni gbogbo waste of ilẹ̀ láìrè gbogbo yẹn? Now you get something to prove.
You know, so I mean, like that's why we are still advocating for that Yoruba nation now, no going back.
Yes.
And thank God again you talked about it. Baba, it was to share black card again, new billboard.
Yes.
I to spread there.
The new one currently is a Sango Ota toll gate Ojuore, the link to Lagos. Tebating Babelata Aro, what Rilata.
Wow.
The next one is going to Ikorodu Lagos axis now, and that's going to also spring up in the next few hours. When it's up, I will share it too. Go on.
Thank God. Alhamdulillah. Thank God. Baba, no. Baba, we are not giving no joy. It's about the website.
Okay.
Èyí rẹ̀ bá mọ̀ ọ́ sẹ́ bá wa tí o fẹ́ ṣe upload kó máa load ní instantly. Ẹ ló bá fẹ́ gbowó wọ́n sọ pé á dáwó fún ọ. Bó bá lè ṣe láàrin 24 hours, bá wa ṣe ká máa dáwó lọ. Because we are seeing progress. We are not seeing any backwardness. Àbáwọn wèrè wíkẹ́, àbáwọn olóògùn pọ̀ mọ́ àwọn olè. Àmúgbó ọmọ bí òye kàngò wọ́n dúdú bí ọ̀dà rẹ̀ nìyẹn. You know? Baba, keep on the good work. We are with you.
I know. I miss you. I miss everybody. Last 3 days was like, but I mean, I will be selfish because I was pretty much enjoying London. Honestly speaking, I feel like I should be coming here every week and see you guys. It feels good. But yeah, it's good to be back. Clemo.
I saw you with Prince German now. That's in our love. Baba, make them just upload that to make it flow for YouTube.
Trust me.
Let's follow all those things. Let's keep twisting it. You know?
Will.
Yes, sir.
So I have another person on the line, and this is it. Hello there.
Hello. Maiyegun General.
Hello, sir. How are you? You seem to be far away from the phone. If you probably check what that is all about, by the way, please.
I'm close.
Now you are. Yes, we can hear you better now, please. Yayade. Lafia Lao. Mandala. I told you if you do them like those small, small, I will catch up. And it won't be the one like all this long one. I'm a terrible and slow learner. That's a very bad one, but I'm improving.
Yeah.
Go on.
No, okay, we go reach.
It's not time.
Yeah, Maiyegun, I don't have much to say. You're doing a good job. Yeah,
thanks, man.
And kudos to you. I just want to point out something.
Please.
I was on Facebook when I saw Showore at this digital imam's place in when he went to visit him. So Nigerians do not change. Like my northern brothers, they not go change. But I know they say if I didn't meet most of because on my Facebook, the name if you see my name, I did go on Biafra page, I did go meet those guys. So if they comment, sometimes I did just give them
maybe you should start considering now. Stop being I'm advising everybody to stop being reactionary and begin to be
it's not reactionary, you understand?
No, they give
it's
them
just
to,
about what it's about what you said. Okay. But you got to be like tactical about it. Yes. When you drop a comment whereby that person will go back, begin to think.
Yes.
Think. That is if you get brainwave they use think. Because some people more and I will tell you, most of these my outside guys, they don't do more and most of them. So that is why I see that everything where anybody could talk, as long as nobody those criminals talk them. And if those criminals they talk them, nobody wants to work with a party. Showore went to this man. When Showore went to this man, do you know that some people came and they were saying, this man is not straight. Kinikon. Then, because if Oru come on Facebook, if you see him na complete Muslim name, so you could just look at but if you see my comment, you can't wonder because if me comment me, my against Ushita Oshi, me nonsense. So the guy just dropped a comment. He was like, the digital imam is not straight. That is why they don't. I say, come, are you that mad? The same people that have put you in this situation, you will never go and go and insult them. Instead, if you go on their page, you say, Allah Karika, you start praying. Are you that useless? But the person who is standing up, talking about this madness that is going on, you are saying you don't trust him. Go and trust your criminals. After you come, the same you will come back and you'll be crying. Allah kakakarimu, Allah kakiaimu. Allah will not come down and come and kiai. It is you that will kiai yourself before Allah will kiai you. What kind of madness is this? And this is the case. You know, one certain time when they said when they said they were comparing Oloyi Sunday with the prophet. This travel, I sat people down. I was like, why would I not get sense? Share waiting Sunday do. They know they use and compare. Where we say they just turn them what you know, Aaron will be to tell you. Prophet Muhammad he migrate from Mecca to Medina because people they after him. So if Sunday go migrate because they compare something like that, what is comparison in that? Some of them was like, oh, okay, so now I say, of course, media to just say in Kotoba suffering, you guys, the small data we I get, and they use and go insult people. You know they go check news, make you sit down, make you reason waiting they talk. Now waiting they just give you and they digest. When they give you news, you need to sit down, see what they are saying, reason first before you take them in. Don't just collect them, take them in because you demand.
Thank you.
I really gather people. Maiyegun, no be this travel no be small sit down with people. Like moment at all these years, changes me at kí ló dé tẹ́ fi kí n bèrè ayé pé aṣọ ti dandan kéèyàn fi ìlú ẹ̀ lẹ̀ kó tó make ẹ̀ ni. Mo máa ń sọ nǹkan yìí fún yín láìpẹ́ before now, before these days started happening, mo ti ń sọ fún yín tipẹ́ kí àwọn nǹkan yìí tó dé stage today. Ṣe lọ́gbọ́n náà báyìí. Maiyegun, we get a lot of work to do.
Thank you.
We are working on these people. We are working on them. But
it's moving. Sometimes it may feel slower, but yeah, we are moving.
Educating people.
Yes.
Very, very important. But
it is.
Some people are slow in taking it in. They are very, very slow. And I will tell you, not just Kanikoki and our Southerners, we are still at least exposed. Because sometimes religion take care. Because any Muslim, any Christian. So but you see, my Hausa brothers, Baba, they hold lamp. Now some of them they losing up. Some of them don't they try small. Don't they see some of them small, but could that be? But what to just say that one show most of them. It's not anything. Let's just it's the Yoruba. All those kind of madness. Why?
Right. Thank you so much. God bless you, and it's good to hear from you as well again tonight. Okay, my regards to the family.
Yeah,
right?
I see show for London.
Baba, you never see her. Wait till the video is out. Don't worry. You think so? Now just to hold you like this now. Like that. That's
hello to Jejeman, Mr. Prince Jejeman.
I know.
I hate you, Prince Jejeman.
So I have another caller on the line. Here we go. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Mr. Maiyegun. Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you, please.
How are you doing, sir?
Surviving. Your name, sir?
My name is Kayode Kaledaya. I'm calling from Coventry.
Fantastic. Now you are live, sir. Sake, please.
Okay. One, I really want to encourage you on the great work you are already doing.
Oh, thank you.
And I will be glad if you don't relent on the effort you are doing so far.
I won't.
I know many discouragement comes in, but you have to take your stand For example, if you know that you have competent people that can undo that financial thing for you,
yes,
it's better you give it to them.
Yes, sir.
We don't have time for try and error.
No.
If you know there are people that you are so sure of, give it to them, please. Secondly, I want to ask you a simple question.
Yes, sir.
Who did you think we can all stand behind and say this is the person we want to vote for? We want such thing from you too.
Yes.
What do you think, sir?
Yeah, I have actually answered that, Sake. The reason why I have nobody I can recommend to you is this. No amount of recommendation, right, can change what is so faulty. The electoral process, right, will never guarantee that difference, because my own choice, if it has to happen, right, will never come from the system. You get what I mean? So because of that, because of that, we now said, like many other people have said, even those outside this platform, like Barrister Afe Babalola, who said the way things are right now, with the constitution that Nigeria has, going for an election is just recycling and revalidating the same thing. So there's no point in, recommending, because it's simply like recommending you to agree to the same status quo. The people championing for election, right? Election is still pretty much like 8 months, 9 months away, yeah? They can conduct a lot of things within the next 3 months, whose action can now guide how, if people want to participate in election or not. The credibility of the system is already eroded. There's no point in making recommendations, sir. You get?
I understand what you're saying, sir. I really understand. I really appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you, and we always stand behind you and support everything you are doing.
I know.
My wife said this Maiyegun is very, very brilliant. He's very brilliant.
Because I've been doing this for a while, and I also know my audience. They are not pushovers. If you are not making any sense, they will walk away. So I know them, and I have to make sure that whatever I say, there are things you too can go and verify and say, oh, that Maiyegun, that's said nonsense. You get what I mean, sir? So I appreciate that.
Very brilliant.
Thank
you, sir.
God bless you, sir. Have a wonderful one, okay? In regards to the missus, tell her I say hi.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry.
Good one. So here we go. I have another caller on the line right now, but before this, my caller is is connected. Please hold on there for me, sir, or Mao. I want to say something. When I was in London, part of what I discovered is that the bigger platforms should work with smaller platforms who have messages, different messages that can help in educating our people, enlightening them, opening up windows of research and information to help them understand better why they may have to join and choose this. So all of you know Citizen AY, a very, very wonderful personality. He's been a victim of the social media censorship, just like myself. You look at my Facebook, MaiyegunsDiary Politico Facebook page, without the Facebook limitation, ordinarily, you will never find anything less than 5,000 people who are sitting back right now listening to Maiyegun. But do you know what Facebook did? They took away all those notifications. So when you don't know that Maiyegun is live, how would you go and watch? Many people now lost interest, and some will even be asking me months later to say, Maiyegun, it's been a long time I've seen you last. I've never, you know what I mean? Citizen AY is one of them. He's a unique person with unique messages to guide and educate us, including myself, towards this self-determination advocacy. And I want to implore you, my friends, right? We rise by lifting others, they say. With your support, MaiyegunsDiary Politico is viable. It is not viable if we cannot reproduce MaiyegunsDiary Politico everywhere. If we cannot make every platform that says things like this as viable, as bigger as MaiyegunsDiary Politico. So please, is somebody that has been in this for a long time, especially in the area of constitutionalism. Citizen AY is what you should ask for, you should search for. And trust me, I did my research. I have a link. If you are watching me on YouTube, I am adding that link to this comment. Click it or copy it and save it. Click it open. Go on to that channel and let us give let us give Citizen AY the boost it needs, it deserves. If you are watching me on Facebook, all you need to do is just look out for Citizen AY. All right, like the page, follow the page. Just look out there for Citizen AY on YouTube, especially on YouTube, because it is pretty much manageable on YouTube for being limited or sanctioned like they do on Facebook. Follow that link. Please increase the number, increase the subscription, set up your notification, put everything on. You will never regret doing so. I am so sorry I stole 3 minutes of your time. Now I am back. Hello, sir. Oma.
Hello, Maiyegun General.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Yeah, fine. This is my first caller.
Oh, yeah. First time caller. You are first time caller, yeah?
First time caller, yeah.
That's amazing. Would you mind telling us your name, if that's okay?
Yeah, this is Steven Rota. I'm a silent watcher.
Steven Rocha.
You understand?
Finally, Baba. Go for it, Steven. Roger, yeah?
Okay. Rota. R-O-O-T-T-E-R.
Oh,
anyway,
Rota. God bless you. Now, I'll stick with Steven. That's simpler for me. Sir, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. I'm kind of I'm a cybersecurity expert.
Class.
And my area of contribution might be different from everyone's because I do what your program every day is now part of me now. So now my thinking is somehow different.
Tell us about it.
With the way the world is going right now, we already know that everything is becoming a cyber thing now.
That's right.
So, but what baffles me is that Yoruba Nation me collective IT professionals, because there is no way we are still not going to fight these people technologically. We're still going to confront them.
In fact, I would say we should start from DSF. It's not like there's no way we will not. I prefer our fight to be technologically, based.
I'm telling you.
Please go on. I want to
listen. It will make our this war very fast, and because I know they have a weak system. Because I've tested it, I know they have a very weak system, just like some other local European countries. So now. I really don't know how to coordinate like you but I am ready to give myself wholeheartedly for this Yoruba Nation in this area of cyber security. I don't know how to talk like you. I don't know how to.
You like to work from behind the scene.
Yes, in the area of cyber security, because we need to secure ourselves and confront these people offensively. Yes, we need to face these people offensively. There is no way we're not going to confront them.
Yes.
There is no way.
And you know one thing, Stephen, one thing I like about what you are saying, is that it is a different warfare technique on its own. I love the fact that you're not going into details of it because I can get it. You get what I mean? So you are on board.
Yeah.
Right? You are on board on this. I don't
know how we could coordinate maybe younger volunteers, because we need volunteers. Because the truth is we don't have money to face them, but we need, if you can get a volunteers, we need a web developer, software engineer, different IT specialists. We need them together with me. Then we can form a good alliance and train each other very well. Then so that we will know how to start and confront these people, because these people we need to face them. We need to fight them in an IT way.
Yes.
We just need to prepare for that.
I'm
That is
with
my
you.
own contribution.
God bless you.
So I
And
don't know
please,
if you
go
do
for it.
that.
Go on.
I don't know how you can coordinate because we need volunteers that is ready. I am ready. I can leave my job because I'm ready to work for my nation because that is where I belong. And these people, until I left Nigeria in 2019, before I realized that, so I have this thing in me. So I could become a certified ethical Akara. Very well known worldwide. I now realize that Nigeria has wasted 37 years of my life. I went to university, it was nonsense until I leave the country. And before I realized that, so I have this thing in me. Now they have built I don't call it a vampire, but they have built Nigeria has pushed us to something that we come back to haunt them.
Their nightmare.
I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready to use my knowledge, to use everything I've learned. Then we pull our resources together, we go anonymous, and we eat them. That is my contribution.
And you should stay in touch. You are my kind of person, and you know what I mean, right? Diaspora Radio International at gmail.com. Please be in touch.
Okay.
I'll speak to you again.
Okay.
Thank you. So I have another caller here. Baba.
Daddy Gio.
Kabiesio.
You know why I call you Daddy Gio?
Please tell me why, sir.
In Liejiriya, either you pastor, imam, shepherd, we call them daddy. The work you are doing, yes, you are my daddy. Despite that I senior you, I call you my daddy.
God bless you, sir. I mean, I'm going to Boba. I want to call you Boba. And you Boba.
You are my daddy. Because what you are doing, Gio, is more than what the 90% of Gio are doing. You are real TOT, Temple of Truth.
Thank you, sir.
Gio Maiyegun, let me tell you this.
Yes,
I told you last time that I regretted that I campaigned for Buhari Tinubu. Now I'm not regret, I reverse it. You know why?
Tell us.
I'm happy that Buhari was elected or selected as a president.
And he proved
for
himself.
what? Yes, to divide Nigeria. I'm so happy. So I'm not regretting no more. He has to finish the job he started. That's one. Second, the game Fulani is playing, the fire game they are playing, they are going to burn themselves. To my own thinking, I'm starting to be corrected. Maybe that's my thinking.
We all do, sir. Go on.
Okay. By pushing everybody out to go and contest or to say that they are going to contest for president is game plan of Fulani. To my own thinking.
It's not, sir, you are right. Your thoughts are right. That is why you can see all of them now. Everybody want to be president, tear themselves apart.
Yes.
We see the end game now. Should we already have an idea of the end game, sir.
That is right. That's right. I'm going to burn them. So what I always telling my friend was something will happen for something to happen.
That's right.
That's what we are going. Gio Maiyegun, bless you and be with you.
And you too,
I was telling my brother yesterday that I'm working towards when you be 48. I will come to London because of you. May God spare our life.
God bless you.
By then, we must get our Yoruba nation. And I know we are going to get it before then.
Amen.
So we are going to celebrate it. We come to London because of you, Maiyegun. God will be with you and your family.
Amen. And yours too.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Get a nice night, yeah?
Thank you.
God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir.
My name Oladipupo.
Benny. God bless you, sir.
B, alias B.
Thank you, sir. I mean, he's a regular, an amazing man. And he said, I'm Daddy Gio. Some of you are there like, hey, come on, slow down. What is wrong with you? She me onshi baba Gio, Temple of Truth ni. She Temple of Truth, you are kidding. Babo.
Your destination.
Hello there.
Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Yes, hello. Good afternoon, my time.
Good afternoon to you.
Maiyegun, I mean, I have to say this, and then I love you, Maiyegun.
I love you too.
Right on. Keep on moving. Keep on firing.
I will.
This is truly the temple of truth.
Always will be.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
But I have one question to ask you, Maiyegun.
Please fire.
What's going on with your radio?
My radio is working. I mean, every time people ask me that, I'm like, probably I've never even visited. If you just type in Diaspora Radio International UK Online.com, so to say, you have my radio. And every time I finish my broadcast like this, there's always the audio version of this whole thing I've been saying since, including your own voice. They always go there for everyone who wants to listen to the audio version. It's there.
Okay, because I'm still, and I always keep saying it.
Please.
I'm seeing the bigger picture of what you're doing by reaching out to millions of Nigerians, millions of Yorubas. I am not seeing any difference between you and Nnamdi Kanu.
That's a big shoe.
I believe
Thank you for the compliment. That's a big one. And I don't think I should be compared in any way. But again, it's just how people say it. So thank you. I don't like saying myself that way.
No, I mean, because I can still see it. You have a whole lot to do. God giving you all this wisdom to do what you're doing. I mean, maybe you don't know. You might ask question the day you were born. What really happened? Nothing is too big for you to fit in.
That's right.
You are overripe to lead your people. And I'm employing and asking everybody. I know how much I've tried to spread this message, your message across to any of my friends. I will take their phone and then search for you. I say, subscribe there, be there. And I always believe that if we can be able to get millions of subscribers,
yes,
and then if everybody can just 10 of your friends,
yes,
spread it, and then put the radio on live so that people back home can be able to tune. I bet you in no distant time, the way IPOB is will be the way the Oduduwa nation advocacy will be, where everybody, like millions of people, will be on the same page.
Thank you.
Please, let everybody help and let the radio be on air worldwide.
Yes. God bless you. You know, one thing is that, great people think alike in a way. But I'm somebody who always feel like when you have the right resources, right, and you meet the right people as well, right, sometimes it will make your job easier. And that is why I'm always open to meet people, talking to people until they prove that probably I know what I'm looking for. And I go to another one. And I always love your encouragement as well. I still have a long way to go, of course, and I'm learning. So thank you.
All right, I will try to I'll try to come to UK, and I watched the video of Prince JJ Man live on Saturday. Amazing. I was like, my God, I wish I'm there, but I'm like,
you were jealous.
I'm on the other side. Yes, I want to see you live, and then maybe some other things. If it is my support, yes, you got it, 101%.
Thank you.
Anything it will take me to make sure that Maiyegun's voice is heard by millions of people, because I believe it will make a great change.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
God bless you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bless
so
you,
much,
my brother.
Let me take another one again. I mean, you are that voice that is always echoing. And most of the time, I always say, please don't go there. And you are always persistent, right? And it's a pleasure hearing from you again today. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think I'll keep doing what I'm doing, right? So that people like you can always continue to believe that you are always right because you see it, you can feel it. And when that finally comes to pass, you will be one of those that will personally, privately, so elated. And they'll be asking you, what's happened now? How come your own compete? You won't understand. I've seen this for a long time. You can't
imagine, you can't imagine the way your messages are going through to people, especially people who believe in truth and who are bold and who stand tall to speak the truth, no matter who else is God. You can't imagine. I mean, it has gotten to a point that if I don't listen to you every day, my friends, they will say, you and Maiyegun. Do you know there are some Yorubas that I will ask them, my Yoruba colleagues, my friends at work. Yeah. I said, what are you listening to? I say, I'm listening to Maiyegun. Say, who is Maiyegun? I say, are you telling me you don't know who Maiyegun is? And I bring their phone and then download and open YouTube and then subscribe it there. Say, keep listening to him. And you will definitely see what I mean.
God bless you again and again. I can tell, because I can see the hands of all of you who are doing those small job in a big those big job in a small way. They are counting, but we'll keep pushing. I bless you, and God bless you too. Okay.
Bless you too, my brother. Please keep it up. Don't relent. Don't be afraid. The spirit of our ancestors will protect and guide you.
Amen. You say thank you. So there we go. I have another caller. And here it is. He is hello there.
Twale.
Tuntun ti dé o. Ará àdúgbò. Zasiwa ti dé o. Hello.
Ará àdúgbò.
Àwọn ìdààmú àdúgbò. Àwọn ìdààmú àdúgbò rẹ̀.
Ìdààmú àdúgbò. Ìdààmú Naija. Baba. Take wale.
Gbogbo ẹ wálẹ̀ bàbá ọ̀yá Sean as it is. Bàbá go on.
Yasa. Agbára na Tibo Steven ìjọba.
God bless you. How are you, Baba?
I'm here. To God be the glory. Arọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ London tó ń tí sọ gbogbo àwọn demons yẹn pẹ̀lú wọn. That video shot was cool. Seeing you there live, everything was like, man, we are united.
It was interesting. I met people.
Wow, it was wonderful. It was really, really encouraging, It was really encouraging. Kudos to the printed man.
He did well. And he's also a great host, Baba. This guy just will make him feel like, say, the only thing he didn't do was probably to feed me by himself and take me to the bathroom and do all those things for me. I'm like, please, calm down. Nah. Rest, I won't call rest. Yeah, Abi, which one be all this load of job of you need to chop it? I mean, he's such a great person. Honestly speaking, they went extra miles for me.
Prestigious man for his effort. He's so relentless. Man.
He is.
Baba, the other day I was listening to this Baba Lola. I don't know if you've seen the interview.
Baba Lola, is that one?
Baba. See, what the man said, he said, how can you even talk you are amending an illegal document called the Constitution? Who made the Constitution? Who made it? You are trying to say, he said, I just sat down after I listened to that interview. I was like, do you know that Nigeria has been operating illegally since 2014?
I swear.
And what's of honor, they not even put a final name by bringing an illegal constitution again. In fact, what I want to hear, come and scatter because first and foremost, I know the constitution that you better still jump at any point. There is a bigger problem. There's a bigger problem people are not even seeing. The man said, how can you even talk of constitution that just few people with the military came about and just here? And when any constitution. The first and foremost is that let everybody even go back to the trenches first and even come to know that, okay, you were talking about the interim government that cannot think about going back to unitary, just like the exact thing that they were doing. And the first year, a few months of after independence, which was everybody run your own thing. It's not a simple thing. Then I did from that, they cannot say, okay, civil first, Nigeria. To know people are you, all these politicians, they hate Nigerians.
the enemy of Nigeria.
But Nigerians don't know. Or maybe they know.
The enemy of Nigeria. Because if this country explodes, based on what are they going to say? One or Biafra, no power, or Duduwa no power, or Ele no power. But you have people that are causing this problem.
Yes.
How can you force me to remain in something that I did not voluntarily enter into? And even at the whole cause now, what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to call it okay? Why you can do? Let's continue as a family, but let's do. But no. It must be. All of them are, what are they looking for? I want to be a president of what? Just to have it in their portfolio, they are president. What are we coming to do? President of which country?
Exactly.
Of which people? It's a sad thing. Look at that old man. The man is over 80-something years. But for him to be speaking the truth, that means if I was looking at a person the other day. Unfortunately, a person cannot open his mouth and speak the truth because it's an evil man. Because it's an evil man, I will be at the age of that age. I cannot speak the truth. Only one Nigeria. Which one Nigeria? They are part of the problem. What are the people that have how many years do they have left? They don't care. They don't care.
Thank you so much, Baba.
God bless you, because you don't be me giddy, you don't be me giddy. You don't be me giddy because most yes, speaking if go one lie. Or what them ask what you go pick it around here or one Nigeria, or one first election. Or what to Kaduna, it's on my election. Those people are now on their own. Those families are are suffering all kinds of invisible things. They don't care. Nobody was talking about them anymore.
Damn, you're on your own, Baba. If Nigeria happened to
you're on your own.
You're on your own. That's all right.
Baba, John, to your long. Just keep up doing your work. Fire down.
Yes.
And again, please, everybody, John, to your long, go family. John, to your long.
So that another moment I'm to know a huge amount of money and before you know it we'll run out of our money and that's it. But I'm considering it. I'll probably do something about that this week so that we can at least ask everybody. Payday is almost here. It's almost time now. Payday.
Yeah.
Just chip it in. $5, $10, £10, £20, £50, 1,000. Put it there like we always did. And let's toss. Imagine if 1,000 people put even ordinary $10. That is $10,000. Just like that.
That's it. Just like that in a day.
Yes.
Because you don't want a burger in America. Because you burger McDonald's and the rest of it.
Burger at Jews there.
This is not, we're not doing it for Maiyegun.
Yes.
I say for Maiyegun, I say for, even I say for we are doing it for our future.
Yes.
All our children they are foreigners. Because no matter what, this is not their culture. You know, I was speaking to a Japanese person. You know the pride they have in speaking their language. Our mama blow grammar. Our mama blame. What's up? They don't speak all the bullshit. Oh man, so much say they want to Nicola White Peter. They have pride in their heritage.
Now, of course.
They have pride in their heritage. So they put it in Instagram and he can even not speak it. He will never lose his heritage. We are slaves. We are speaking English. Don't you know that it's a slave language? Yoruba is not a slave language. Igbo is not a slave language. Calabar is not a slave language. That is original language, and nobody is trying to speak it internationally because we are slaves to this white man, and we don't know yet. We are up. I need degree economics. So because of Yoruba, so because of Igbo, professor, you are a fool. God bless you, Baba. God bless you, Baba.
Guys, have a good night. I'm taking my last call. I thought I would be able to have my guests in.
Hello, sir.
they couldn't join me, but I'll tell you about the program, and I'm going to encourage all of you, all of us who are in the UK, especially those of us who are in London, to make it a date. On the 30th of April, it's a roundtable panel kind of a talk about all of this. You can even go there and speak your own mind as well. Yoruba Nation or nothing. Yes, that's the part. That's what the panel is for. I'll share that with you again after this. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Balogun Fura.
Oh yeah,
Balogun Fura. This is Timmy Dada, a friend of a friend, Auntie Banshaw.
Oh yeah. Timo,
let's go. Thank God. I've been on and off for a while, but I still pay attention to what Maiyegun says 24/7. You know, from what that last caller was saying, I picked up some few things. So, okay, Nigeria's problem, I still believe it's they're never ready yet. They're never ready yet. You know, because how these people get into power over and over again and doing the same thing to these people, it still baffles me. And Tofia Jemilano, Lola, it's not done anywhere. You know, like Maiyegun used to say one thing.
Yes, sir.
There's no way you keep doing the same thing and try to expect a different result.
No. You
know, whatever they are doing in that country, well, let me just say it's broken already. It's inevitable. Already. A country working on a false constitution. Our people, like that guy said, wanted Darugo, wanted law. They've settled their families. If they die tomorrow, the best thing for Nigeria to do right now, if people don't want to listen to Maiyegun, I beg you, tell a friend of a friend, tell your enemies. Tell your enemies, listen, this thing, Maiyegun has said it 100 times, 1,000 times, it's inevitable. You know, you can't keep doing this over and over again. My son called me just a few minutes before I picked up this call. He's in uni in Nigeria. Dad, what's all this? What's all this? I just told him, I said, you know what, I will. Farabale. You know, Yoruba nation will stand. Nigeria. That's why I said, let me even call Maiyegun now and say, let me just add to that call and praise you. You know, what you are doing, Maiyegun, you don't know the extent. You don't know the extent. Afford you, Nibubu Nigeria, let's put it that way. Maiyegun is an optician. He's operating on their eyes and their ears. And listen to what Maiyegun is saying.
That's right.
Listen to what Maiyegun is saying. God bless you, my brother. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.
Very much.
I sent a message through Bancho to you in London because I called him when you guys were in London.
Tomorrow, I'm going to remind him. I say, Bancho, how far? Yeah. You know what I mean? Timmy, you remember? I'll pick that up, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
God bless you, my brother. One love, yeah.
Yeah, now one love.
Oh, yes. God bless.
Yes, sir.
Regards to the family. All right.
Yours too, sir. Thank you. So I want to call it a night. I know many people who have been calling in. Some even said, Maiyegun, where is Princess? Honestly speaking, I would love her to have a lot of us on tonight. But you know what you're going to do, yeah? If you haven't subscribed on MaiyegunsDiary Politico, do it now, okay? Subscribe. Just click subscribe on the page channel. Like this video and at the same time, set your notification on, okay? Now, when I come back again some other time, yeah? You probably will have the chance of making your contribution known here. It's so easy, but it is like by struggle to get in and all of that, right? I enjoyed my night here tonight. And yes, I hope you probably enjoyed yours too. Hopefully, I will still be able to get my guests all together. I actually got, I got them to go and get ready. Initially, we all knew we were going to have this conversation tonight anyway, but I was like, they should go and get ready just about an hour before we started, right? And I'm like, I'm not sure they will be able to make it enough, but it seems that indeed they couldn't meet up until it is so late now. Okay, but for those of you who are probably, Maiyegun, what is this all about? It is a roundtable conversation that has to do with should there be election, should there not be election, and if all those stuff. And that's where people like you might meet. We can meet and talk and say, no, we don't want to be. Then you listen to others too. They will say their mind, you will say your mind, others will say theirs. In the process, there is going to be a communique to say, why don't we go this path? Now you have a choice to follow. You have a choice not to follow. It doesn't have to compromise your own belief. Trust me. So it is tagged, it is themed Nigeria political problems, solutions, and the road to 2023. So they have expected their participants, including invited participants, right? It's a town hall meeting. It's physical, except for those who don't reside in the UK, who are likely going to join them through Zoom. Again, there is no harm in listening and having a conversation. And like I said, don't be a fanatic. Don't be somebody who believes that if nobody is talking what you want to hear, then you don't have to talk at all. If you choose to be like that, then you probably are not somebody who has been listening to Maiyegun, and you shouldn't. I mean, let me put it this way. Probably you don't even deserve the attention you are getting, so to say. And I hope all of us who probably will love to listen to other people and be in a gathering where you don't have to throw punch or throw bottle to express yourself. You don't have to scream. You don't have to shout on people. You just say your mind, what you feel like. You will then have to listen to others to say their minds. Now, it starts from here. And I love it when they called it the conversation. So again, tomorrow, I'll walk around there, bringing them in. And they're actually great guys. I met them in London. And they, I mean, they know me. They know my position. All they said is that, Maiyegun, your platform is called the Revolutionaries Platforms. All the revolutionaries, they found a sanctuary on MaiyegunsDiary Politico. And in their world, if you're asking for Biafra, you are a revolutionary. If you're asking for Yoruba Nation, you are a revolutionary. Somebody who is ready to die for what he believes in. And if what they believe in and what you believe in should be put into context of what have you, then you can actually say you have a lot in common. How would you know if you don't listen to them and you continue? You know what I mean? So it's open and you are invited. Finally, my friends, if you have spent your night with me today, it's been great. I enjoyed myself, like I said. If you are just joining us, you can watch this broadcast from the beginning again. It's up to you. However, before you go, don't leave here without, you know what I mean, dropping your own offerings, okay? And when I say offerings, I'm not talking about money. All right? The offerings is just your own registration, which is to like that video. It is your own registration to say, I was here. Yes, I was there that time. I was in that broadcast, Maiyegun. I watched it. You know what I mean now? So like the video. If we have over 2,000 of us for over 2 hours, now only 1,000 of you thought we should, drop their own offerings, so to say. So like I said, offerings that I'm talking about is not money. No, let me give you, no. It's like in that video before you go. And if you are just joining me at the same time, you can just rewind the broadcast, okay? When you rewind the broadcast, you can watch from the beginning again. So, lastly, Africa Confidential. I said, well, thank you. By the way, your super chat with the super message in it. Let me read that, and I can call it a night. So, Maiyegun, I think that last caller gave a brilliant suggestion regarding the donation. Let's have a structure, like a bi-weekly, monthly target of £20 each for at least 500 people. That will go far. I know. You know how we do it now? Once I turn my camera on now, even if it's just 500 people, even if it's just 1,000 people, even if it's just 100 people, when you call it a fundraiser towards this cause, the number always increase. I have seen it worked. And it is called aggressive campaign towards it. Our target of £50,000, we haven't met it. We haven't made that. We are still 17,000 out. So if we have to choose a day, any technique all of you suggest, we're going to adopt many of them, and we increase our savings, our contribution. And thank you, by the way, for your generosity. Thank you. And I'll see you some other time. Don't leave without dropping your offering. Like the video, subscribe if you are watching me on YouTube. And if you are watching me on Facebook, the best place to be is a place where
if they bring sanction, I can at least defend it. And that is the YouTube for now. Go there, MaiyegunsDiary Politico YouTube. Subscribe, set your notification, and join me the next time. Good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Bíjó ìgbádìyẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé.